Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. We got that end of the day voice right now. Where if you just let it slip a little bit more, you get a little Sam Elliott going on. If you let it slip a lot more, you got some Tom Waits. KPRH 4B2C with anti-grav, which explains our excellent tier stats. But damage is pretty good. Rate of fire is obviously great. And honestly, HP is really good too. Now, Giga Bean, it's not amongst my favored spacebar items in the game. Oh, you dummy! I'm bad again. No, we're doing okay. Just try not to make that mistake more moving forwards. That doesn't work the way I thought it worked, huh? I thought it was gonna blow a freaking hole straight through the rocks here. Apparently that's not the way it works. It stops when it hits the rocks. Much like that song from the 90s that I'm gonna assume is by Fatboy Slim. Stop the rock, can't stop the rock. There was a period where that Where's Your Head At by Basement Jaxx and a little less conversation, a little more action, but remixed were like the only songs available on planet Earth. And if they weren't the only songs available on planet Earth, why were they the only songs anybody was playing? When what they should have been playing is the remixed version of 19-2000 by Gorillaz that was on the introductory cutscene of FIFA 2002. You know what I'm talking about. Get the cool, na-na-na-na-na, get the cool shoes, na-na-na-da-da-da, get the cool, da-da-da-da-da. If you don't know, well now you don't know still, but you might be able to get there. You might be able to know eventually. So should we have taken the mirror? No. But this is, at the end of the day, you get into some zaniness in Isaac. I think this is one of the very few times you'll hear me say this early on in a run. I think this is a run on which if you were a betting person, if you are watching this in Las Vegas in some kind of weird scenario where people are betting on whether or not I'm going to win or lose, you right now should not bet. It's not going to work out for you in 100% of the circumstances. If you are forced to bet, I think you should bet on a loss, okay? I'm not proud of it, but I think it's the honest to goodness truth. Whoop, let me go. You think maybe if we get super duper lucky, we could have gotten a secret room there? That was a tough one. So this should be a library, by the way. Or something that's not a shop is what I meant to say. Tell you what, we can make some interesting stuff happen here. First off, secret room access. Secondly, the world would have shown us the second secret room. So now I'm like, okay, I do want to get to the shop. But in my heart of hearts, I believe we have kind of a chance at something here. There's so many tinted rocks available as well. But yes, so you might be asking, well, if you think you're going to lose, why would you take it? Because if we can leverage all of our available advantages to turn into a win... Like, you've actually just got to be kidding me on this one. Then we got some really interesting stuff coming our way. So I think our other card was the Magician. Honestly, doesn't really interest me that much. This room has me modestly concerned about survival. And I think for a decent reason. Because my man is not taking, like, literally any damage. What's up with that? Okay, now he's taking some damage. It was very strange. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I actually, believe it or not, I'm kind of digging this synergy. As bizarre as it is, and it is bizarre, I feel like it's actually like a little... It's definitely better than I expected. It's not better than regular tiers. I think that's just a byproduct of our rate of fire actually being like pretty solid. But it's not as bad as you would think, because we get to choose when the shots kind of come out. You know, by releasing the button, we get to choose the moment at which they actually get sent out here. So we can kind of like whip them around like this and then send them over. I think this is better than it looks, but it is definitely... That was not smart. It's definitely taken some getting used to. I'm pretty pleased, honestly. Now, we would really... I know we've screwed it up here, but I would really, really like to get a... That's very nice. Get a deal with the devil. You love to see that. If we get a deal with the devil, we will get to an error room. So this run goes out to everybody who thought I lost my zaniness. I have not lost my zaniness. You just gotta record the runs at a different time of day, and then the zaniness is on display. I will take this right off the bat. Actually, this is such a good get for us as well, because I think this is required to get to the shop. Oh no, the second secret room. I forgot you existed. So our next teleportation will get us into the shop, which is why it was such a huge bummer that we were unable to make anything happen. Here, I'm still like, can't this work? I feel like it should break some rocks. Just get me the key, dude. Nah. The thing is, like, sure, now we don't even get to go to the shop, but to be honest with you, going to the shop doesn't mean anything to us anyway. Sorry, shop, you weren't supposed to hear that. So it's a bummer, but at the same time, not that much of a bummer, because we got a very interesting run going on here. And Curse of the Blind is almost like comical, because nothing that you give me could possibly harm me. That's not literally true, I suppose, but I have already taken some of the more harmful items that could possibly exist. In terms of most useful items, dude, oh dude. How I long to see... Don't shoot. That's frustrating. That's a frustrating one. I would love to see a speed upgrade so we have an alternative damage source in black powder. Come on. I have a feeling that this, like, cute way of dealing damage is not going to be so cute, like, you know, 25 minutes from now. But for now, I'm enjoying it. I would also enjoy our luck stat actually paying dividends by providing us with consumables of really any possibility. You know, bombs or keys preferably, but... We were strapped for both. In fact, I guess you could say we got pretty lucky that we had a... hello? That we had an XL floor, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to go to our second item room, but our second item room also gave us an item that was of dubious quality at the time, so I don't know, it's a bit strange. It's a strange one to evaluate, let's put it that way. I will say, I think we're like 1 tier's downgrade away from not finding this run very fun anymore. You almost got me, you sons of guns. You almost got me. Please, I'm begging you, drop a key. Look at all the stuff I have to go through here, and you're gonna force me to go through key scrounging as well, like it's Enter the Gungeon or something. Okay, bombs. I'll take it. I'll take the bombs. Not immediately stoked, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Please, please get close enough. For half of a demon heart, I'm like, you know what? It might have been an acceptable trade-off. Please. Thank you for not being a tiers downgrade, at least. I really did consider the possibility. Oh, I know. Okay, be cool. Be cool. You think there's a secret room? You think there's a secret room down there? I think it's worth trying. Narrator voice, it was not worth trying. You know what? I will say, I really wish I still had my bomb. That one's on me. I can't blame that one on the game. Now we got a key. And we did not ruin our deal with the Devil Chance, nor did we even lose our Bone Heart. Look at that. Not feeling so stupid now. Until we get this, at least. Lazarus Rags. You know, I'd say there's definitely a non-zero chance that that becomes useful for us. Surely I can foresee of a situation in which this could actually be more important than you might have expected on the average run. Hope you weren't expecting too much banter on this one, because it requires 100% of my brain power just to stay alive and possibly accomplish anything at all. I don't know, brother. I foresee a lot of very interesting scenarios in our future. I foresee you running away, and I really wanted to get a little bit more out of that, but that's alright. Good stuff. Good and stuff combined. We do have a 67% Devil Deal chance right now. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Just in my head, I was like, first, things are touchy. Secondly, we got to deal with the devil on our previous floor. So to be at a 67% Devil Deal chance, you got me pretty excited, honestly. We're going to peep this just because we know we're going to go in here anyway. Dull Razor is not really what we're looking for, but does it give us a permanent stat increase? Not permanent, but if we use that right now, we can at least get a stat upgrade for the boss fight. Not really your ideal boss on a tiny room like this, but hey, did you see that black powder play? I got a feel that my man might be jumping. I didn't want to overcommit. Oh. Never mind, maybe this is exactly your ideal boss fight on a tiny room. And we did get a deal with the devil. And Pentagram. And Pentagram? But we don't have chaos. Very strange. That's a strange one for me. I guess it is just a boss item as well. So that's gonna hurt. Yep. Just don't lose the bone heart. Lump of Coal could actually take this run not into the stratosphere, but like into a very, very good place. Let's go. Let's go! I didn't think it could be done, and then they showed me it could be done. Okay, okay, okay. So now we've got a very, very, very interesting standpoint with which to look at things, where our previously, you know, let me put it this way. This run right now is be careful who you make fun of in middle school, because we have way more killing power than I previously would have thought plausible this early, and we paid the price, just for the record. It took us a long time to get here, but this is some very, very solid stuff right now. I would still love to get to the error room. So I think this is how we do that. Start here. I very much appreciate the bombs. I do. I really, really do. And we're going to do this room as well. There's no way we have enough rooms to, like, gain a natural extra charge, so... Actually, you know, now that I think about it, between the 3 rooms of this one and then the 1 room on the left, we actually would have. Fair enough. Great hit. Great hit. But I am no longer, like, sweating it, because I think that this run is going to be a little touchy, don't get me wrong, but also very, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So if I were a secret room, I would definitely be right here. We should not have placed it. That was a poor use of our slightly limited resource. Pop it down. What? I meant to do it here, dummy. 3, what? Excuse me, how is, something's broken? The game is not working properly. I'll have you know there is a bug in the game. It could be here. Alright, you know what? Make it work. You think maybe there's no secret room on this level? I'd be surprised, but, I suppose we gotta open ourselves up to the idea that that could be the case. No, there is one. It's just in a very strange situation. Though I am mad at myself, I'm also like, we had a very strange situation with respect to our secret rooms on this level. It was a weird floor, but still a deal, or an error room, I should say. God's flesh for shrinking shots. Very interesting. Little baggy. Ooh. Not totally convinced of that one. Oh my god, I'm a legendary Isaac player. Oh my god, get me out of here. I gotta go to Vegas. Did you see that? That was incredible, dude. Alright. So, the run... definitely some kind of amalgamation of both Zane and weirdness right now. Is very Zenyatta-esque, let's be honest. We got some Zenyatta stuff going on here. We're creating orbs and sending them. Now, I got really attached to the stat gain, to be honest, that we had out of Dim Bulb. I should very much like to see it continue. Come on, work with me on this one. I've put up a lot for this one, buddy. That's okay. I've put up a lot for this one, dude. I've been grinding out here. Thank you, thank you. The speed upgrade, it will not be forgotten. It will not be forgotten. If I lose my bone heart, I lose my bone heart. The speed was our worst attribute by far. For our situation at hand, at least. So obviously, yes, I would like to fill up my HP as soon as possible. The bone heart means a lot to me, as does our potential for a deal with the devil. But after a whole whack of weirdness and badness and strangeness and, you know, self-imposed danger, nobody's more surprised than me that we appear to have created a truly bizarre and yet perhaps workable run. I was literally just about to say, not that I would love to see Little Monstro, but I think it's very helpful right now. I was literally about to say Monstro's lung would send this run to Jupiter. In like a good way, not in like a, you know, prison sort of way. Like if Jupiter was some kind of like futuristic space prison. I don't want to call it cool because I'm sure it's not cool like if you were there. But like to somebody that's not part of that world right now because it's in the distant future, it sounds kind of cool. I'm just going to be honest with you. I know it's insensitive. If we could get Monstro's lung, I think we would be on some kind of like a tourist Jupiter. So Monstro Jr. is kind of, for us, like a regular shot. That's as good as it gets when it comes to, you know, shooting straight. Hello? There we go. So we'll go to our boss fight. We will hope to earn a deal with the devil, but probably not get one. However, I think, and this is, now we're getting into perhaps ridiculous territory, or maybe the ridiculous territory is just letting you know how ridiculous the run has gotten. I think that, to be honest with you, Monstro Jr. was like more valuable than a deal with the average deal with the devil. Okay, we did get a deal with the devil. We also got toothpicks. We have to take Incubus. That's non-negotiable. And you know what? Let's get absolutely ridiculous. So, I don't know what to say. All I'm gonna say is, oh, let's not be fools. I know we have Lazrag, so like, this is not the be-all end-all right here, but you still, like, you know, this is not the way you want to go. Why would I get this deep into it? Really, it honestly just comes down to, I wanted to be able to go into this boss trap room, which is not really a good reason. We have created a truly nightmarish run. I'm here for it. See, even the police are coming to take me away. Excuse me, sir, you're having too much fun playing Isaac in 2020. I can say without any sense of irony, this is one of the more bizarre Isaac runs we've ever had. What a world. Well, anyway, let's walk in here. Sure. I don't dislike seeing it, I'll tell you that much. I do want to open that stone chest. Well, I guess I can find the secret room, but it doesn't blow up rocks, so, you know, put that in your geoengineering exam and tell me what the heck the farts are made of. It's a sentence that literally makes sense, but I'll admit it comes across as quite confusing. I'm very happy, though, to have gotten the secret room access, because without any bombs, it does allow us to cut one charge off of our requirements in order to actually get to the error room again. Now, lest you think that we are absolutely 100% nothing could possibly stop us from winning, we do have almost no HP. We do have one respawn that will bring us back with a little bit of HP. But for the most part, HP is in a very not incredible state right now. But I'm kind of stunned. I didn't know that Isaac had any more juice left in the orange to give to us, and yet here we are with this weirdo run. Had a feeling that was going to happen. Send it. Okay. We can teleport out, I think. Well, we can and we can't, because we haven't seen our second secret room. If there's HP, I don't think we should teleport out. I think we should just get our HP instead. Alright. If I were a second secret room, where would I be? Where would I be? One option is here. Never mind. Okay, we've crossed that one off the list. It's tempting to get that too, but we really need the bomb. So there's two places. It's down and it's right. For me, this feels like a right room. Let's go, dude. Thank you. Okay, we get to the error room. I gotta be honest, very interesting, but I don't need them. Let's get weirder. Now this is speaking my language. Shovel, on the other hand, we will use for a second and then reroll again. No. It would ruin the quality of the run. It would ruin the character of the run. I feel no remorse getting rid of that. It would have been too easy. Yeah, sure. That's pretty nice. Dude, what a scenario. What a scenario we find ourselves in. Necropolis 1. We got like an absolute machine gun that cannot be aimed. It's like you store up shots at a prodigious pace, and if you move fast enough, you don't even have to shoot them. You can just do this. But if you ever shoot them, you lose them. But that might be the only way to deal damage in some situations, so you're not going to be too negative about it. I mean, this is... It's been a long... I love Isaac. Let me just get that out of the way. I love Isaac. I really do. There has been a very, very long time since between this and the last time I was like, yo, I gotta tell people to watch this episode if they've been out of the loop for a while. Most of the time, I'm like, it's Isaac. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Whatever, dude. We can sack the tier bonus here. In this one, I'm like, you gotta watch this. This is a must-watch Isaac episode. In 2020. Thank you. And thank me. Thank me for taking my reflection, which in most circumstances would have been, well, I mean, it's still foolhardy. Still was not really a very wise approach, I'm sure. Man, it's like we have the same attack patterns as the matriarch. For once, the game is going to know what it feels like to fight against the matriarch. Oh, there's a little 1 pixel in the corner of the screen where you would have been safe there for 1/8 of a second. Well, you really screwed that one up. Great work. Just keep dragging. Like, we're just creating a line of shots behind us and then running straight through it. That's my methodology right now. Not a good start on that one. Just get the cloud going. Get the cloud going. Maybe not all enemies succumb to the same strategy here. You think you're, like, really fast, and that's cool, because I'm not, but, like, just relax, please. You cannot approach me. As you approach me, you will be destroyed. My cloud of shots will not allow you to get here. So essentially, you probably already parsed this out for yourself. We will not be using Golden Teleporter very much on this floor, because I don't know where I'm going. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what? I'll spend a key to keep myself in the game. The original pay-to-win game. Arcades. And there's hearts left. Dude, if there's hearts, we should have done this differently. But I'm cool with it, because I'm like a cool guy who's gonna come in here and get a bunch of rewards. We can't. That's the first one where I'm like, I don't think it actually does anything for us, but that does. By the way, absolutely no idea where we are now. But I think that Nose Goblin can really only help us here. Where am I, dude? I think we're back at, like, the hub room, more or less. That's a situation you should just let it fly. Well, we'll fight this room, but then I think we'll just press the spacebar again. One of these days, we are gonna find ourselves moving towards the boss. This is not how luck works, but we've been so seemingly lucky on the runs today, or on the run right now, specifically. I would not be surprised to see us get another deal with the devil that we don't quote-unquote deserve, but, you know, just in terms of the raw numbers, like, everything's been pretty much coming up the way I want it to. We've already been in there. And Epiphora was, like, such a good get for us. Okay, send those. Try this. We'll accept that it got one. I'm pretty happy about that, to be honest. I wish I'd gotten both fires, but, you know, the human mind is never satisfied. Metal plate gives us a little bit more protection. I think we may have done it. I think we may have found our line. Now, probably not going to be breaking any speedrun records on this one. Hold on. I'm like, this jumper cable seems pretty good for Golden Teleporter. Oh, we can fly now too. But I don't know if, like, I don't know if we really care about Golden Teleporter, like, after this floor. You know what I mean? And actually, now that I think about it, Tarot Cloth. Ooh. Tarot Cloth is not worth a whole heck of a lot right now. Because we have a bag of pills. We really need a starter deck to take it to the next level. What a strange run. I'm still kind of flabbergasted. Like, in my head, I'm sort of trying to figure out whether I'm in, like, a Kurt Russell-style dream state from Vanilla Sky. That was Tom Cruise, not Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell played his therapist, dummy. Why don't you go to the cinema sometime? Sure, why not? Think you're gonna try to tell me about Vanilla Sky? You think I can't name the top 5 build actors and actresses of Vanilla Sky? I bet you can't. Okay, fine. Tom Cruise, Kurt Russell, Penelope Cruz, Jason Lee, Cameron Diaz. There you go. There's the top 5 build actors in Vanilla Sky. Tilda Swinton's in it as well. She wasn't that big of a star back then, though. She's in the movie for like 45 seconds. Bet you can't name 3 of the songs on the soundtrack. Bet you I can. Why don't you ready to look it up? Radiohead's Everything in Its Right Place. Todd Rundgren's Can We Still Be Friends? And REM's Sweetness Follows. Go check. Go check. I'll wait. I mean, you were so confident. Oh no, he's truly lost it. You were so confident that you knew more about the Tom Cruise movie Vanilla Sky than me. Yeah, I bet you don't know the original Spanish name. Abra los Ojos. It's originally based on a film called Abra los Ojos. That also starred Penelope Cruz in the same role she ended up playing in the American version. Anything else? Any more skill testing questions about the very middling 2001 Cameron Crowe film Vanilla Sky? Didn't think so. I didn't think so. Don't be mad at this one, okay? I'm skipping the item room on this one. Basically because it's been long already, but then secondarily on top of that, I have like a little like map hangover because of the previous floor where we had a curse. I'm just gonna be honest, it's not the right thing to do. And I'm sure it'll compromise the entertainment value by like 1%. So I'm acknowledging it, and also acknowledging the fact that the run has already been quite long, and strange for that matter, to hopefully get you to give me some mercy in that regard. So we're getting rid of Golden Teleporter. Yes, indeed. However, I'm very stoked to see what Book of the Dead is going to do for us, and Goathead in the future, of course, as well. The truly remarkable thing here is that on a statistical level, the only stat that is crushing it for us is really our rate of fire. Everything else is kind of like, you know, very not that impressive. We've managed to create a run that could be successful. We have lost a lot of HP in a very short amount of time here. We've managed to create a run that could be successful, in spite of the fact that it actually appears quite unremarkable. But it's actually extremely remarkable. It is easy to remark upon this run. Let me go. Let me go. No, we will not let you go. Let me go. Hey, Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let me go. Oh, please. Okay. Dude, this is gonna be huge for Book of the Dead. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Look at that. Oh, now we're talking. Okay. Book of the Dead is officially off to the races. Oh, I thought there was something popping up. Please, no more of this enemy that shoots when it dies. Very disorienting with all this stuff on the screen. Very selfish for you to not consider my own opinions on this enemy before including it either. See, look at... We're so lucky that Book of the Dead has given us some orbitals here. Why not? It's not a very strong Book of the Dead rune, but it keeps the momentum going. This is a pretty strong Book of the Dead rune. Dude, I was just waiting for another battery charge. Oh my god, it's like a rapid fire. Again? Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm just... I don't know, I just don't want you tomorrow to have seller's remorse about all the batteries you're giving me for free. You're really helping me out. I mean, this momentum is of critical importance to make sure defensively and offensively we're scaling nicely for the future. So I'm really quite thankful, believe it or not. Now, we almost certainly should not take these, but they actually ended up being really, really good. The pill rotation coming in the clutch has been very helpful in this run as well. What's not helpful is the tractor beam. Oh my god. But we've made it. That's another HP upgrade as soon as we take the next one, not that one. Alright. This is a very long floor, though. We pretty much charted a straight course, but... we can never use our bombs. I'm just realizing that now. I think we do want Empty Vessel, even though we don't get much out of it yet. Dude, absolutely. I will take a familiar that follows us around on this one. We got one more deal with the devil coming up. We could get something out of this, dude. I'm calling it. This, I mean, definitely this is the best run of 2020 so far from like an Isaac Entertainment standpoint. That I won't forget that anytime soon, Isaac. Although I will say, if I record on Sunday and I don't remember this, I will probably be like, I can't believe they got pills in this game that do nothing. That's ridiculous. Locked down? This is ridiculous. See, I knew I needed to capitalize on the joke quickly. I did the best I could. I hope you acknowledge this. Let me out, please. No need. I'm not, you know, I don't say this lightly. I think there's a chance that in terms of like, maybe not in terms of entertainment value, I think the banter's been, you know, at the B tier. We haven't been able to do as much of it as I would like. But the Vanilla Sky section was out of control. However, hold on, I think we still prefer Book of the Dead. I feel like in terms of the entertainment value of the product on screen, this is like, you know, maybe top 25 Isaac episodes ever territory. I don't know, maybe. Top 100, I would say, with relative certainty. People, I don't know if they understand either. I'm in the banter economy, for sure. These episodes are banter. Isaac, which is what we're talking about right now, is always banter. So I just repeated myself, using slightly different words, like I'm trying to avoid getting docked for plagiarism in high school. But the NLSS is always about banter as well. But I gotta tell you, I understand I'm in the banter business, but there is nothing more annoying when you're putting on a show. And I only say this for awareness' sake. I'm not complaining about my lot in life. There's nothing more annoying than when you're putting on a show, you're trying to be entertaining, you're having a good time, you think the audience is having a good time too, and then people are like, where's the banter? There's not enough banter. Can you guys start bantering? Banter is, you gotta remember what Our Lady Peace said. Happiness is not a fish that you can catch. Banter is not simply a good that you produce, you know, you go to the banter mines and you pull out a big nugget of anecdotes, you know? It's a, banter is like a state of mind. It's like Aurora Borealis. It's a miracle. All you can do to will banter into existence is to notice that it's there and then keep leaning into that general direction. You can't merely, you can try to poke and prod and maybe expose some banter zones, but you cannot from nothing create banter. And the worst thing you can do is be like, please start bantering. Because then it's like, you know, it's like having a shy bladder. As soon as you acknowledge the shyness of the bladder, it makes the bladder that much more shy. Which is why I always use a stall. I mean, I know I've gone on this rant many times before. See? That's how you create banter. I've gone on this rant many times before. But I really think that all bathrooms, gender neutral, male, female, they should all be stall focused. I know there are some dudes out there listening to this and they're going, I actually like a urinal. You're not gonna like what I'm about to say. Your opinion has been normalized for too long. I think you're a weirdo. You might be a perfectly normal tax-paying citizen, but that specific preference is very strange to me. Because a urinal has essentially no privacy and incredible splashback risk. And it's basically just an open trough that you're disposing of your waste into. All other things being equal. Here's it. Like if you say, I don't mind a urinal, or I'll even allow if you say, I don't have a preference, really, then I'll be like, you know what? I understand. But if someone's like, I prefer a urinal, that person is trying to deceive you, or they think that peeing in a urinal, like, ups their masculinity for some reason, and as a result, they feel like, I've got to protect, you know, that aspect of myself. It's very strange to me. You have my word, if I ever open some kind of like restaurant establishment, anything with a public bathroom, the male bathroom will also be stalled. I think it'll only have stalls. I think I would rather rip out 2 urinals to put in 1 stall. And you might think that's going to lower throughput. I actually disagree. I think it will raise throughput. I know it sounds bizarre. I've never done studies into it, so I don't know what I'm talking about for sure. However, I really truly believe that. Because I see it, you know, there's these bathrooms in the Seattle Convention Center when you go to PAX because of, like, let's go. Because of drug use, they have, like, no dividers. Well, I don't even know if it's because of drug use. Like, they do have a stall with a hole cut out of it. That one's for drug use. I feel like that's 100% guaranteed. However, they have, like, no dividers, and the urinals are, like, you know, shoulder to shoulder, right? And I always see, like, guys walk up, and the average dude... I'm waiting for a stall the whole time. I don't want one of you guys to take a picture of my wedding tackle. I see guys walk up. It takes them fully 2 minutes to urinate. It doesn't take 2 minutes to urinate unless you've got, like... That's a once-a-year urination. To urinate for, like, over 100 seconds straight. Might be a once-a-lifetime thing for some people. You know what that is? It's shy bladder. It's taken 45 seconds to get the thing going. If you just had a few more stalls, people would be in and out 30 seconds. Nobody's... Well, I mean, you know... People would still go in to take a number 2, which would take longer, I hope. But you get what I'm saying? I always go for this stall. I'm not afraid to admit it. Sometimes the only argument I've ever heard against it is, what if somebody comes in and they have to go number 2 really badly and you're in their stall? Well, they can wait 30 seconds for me to go if I was there first. You know, first off, they should probably work on their timing. You know, it's not my fault they waited until, you know, literally the moment of peak urgency, for one. Secondly, what if somebody comes to the bathroom and, you know, all the urinals are filled up, but they really gotta go pee? It's the same situation. What do? You wait. I'm living this pro stall existence. That's all I'm saying. That's how I felt when I went to my new gym for the first time as well. I used to work out at this, like, community center that was probably built in, like, the 1950s. This is very common, but in a lot of these older built buildings, the male bathroom, the showers are basically just a big tile floor, almost like a prison shower. I don't mean like the conditions are abhorrent. I just mean there's no privacy. So there'd be like 6 shower heads around the perimeter of a room, and then like a drain in the middle. So you're like, you know, you're just kind of naked in there with a bunch of dudes. Honestly, has never really bothered me because that's just the way like I grew up, you know, and I ever went swimming or like, you know, went to the gym with my dad or my grandpa. You get used to being around old, wrinkly, naked dudes in the locker room. It's kind of a rite of passage. But then, you know, Kate and I went to the same community center, and I was asking her, I was like, what are the bathrooms like? And she's like, oh, they have like 10 private showers where you actually like can get in and close the door, and it's just you in the shower head, and then there's like another room where you can like dry off with nobody else. And I'm like, really? And we're paying the same, we're both paying $45 a month? This seems outrageous. We're getting very, very different levels of service. But my new gym is a little bit more modern, I guess. Instead of having like a male change room and a female change room, it has like just a lot of individual change rooms that also have showers in them. It's very bougie, and I'm here for it. I'm glad we're kind of coming around, dude. But I will say, you know, as much as I dislike the urinal, except in a pinch, or not in a pinch, if you know what I mean, because pinching is what you do with the number 2. Anyway, I will say that the male nudity in the shower doesn't really bother me. I know it's not really like a hypocrite thing or a double standard. It's just more like, you know, I guess it's just what you grow up with. I'm used to seeing testicles in a locker room context, you know? Doesn't offend me. Peeing shoulder to shoulder with a guy, I'm like, that's a little too personal. What's funny is I feel like I'm probably in the minority, but I feel like I have the right opinion. I would much rather see another dude's privates than have my shoulder touch his shoulder while we're urinating at a sporting event. For sure. I'm detached all emotion from it, and I'm like, that's truly what I believe. I'm not saying I would rather see it like, yeah, show me those plums, you know? I'm just saying, if you gave me a choice between two experiences, would you rather use a urinal or see another dude naked? I'd rather see another dude naked. The same dude, even. Now, would I rather use a urinal or have another random dude see me naked? That one has to pass through higher order executive function. I need to apply a little bit more brain power to that one to puzzle the situation out, to be honest with you. I have not come up with a good answer to that one in my head yet. That time, I'll be honest with you, I might prefer the urinal. We should not be throwing bombs in here. It's gonna only end in misery. Dude, this run turned out incredibly. What a strange and bizarre Isaac situation and circumstance we found ourselves in. And yet, so strong and so fun nonetheless. That was a true one-of-a-kind run. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. See ya.